In this video, we will talk a little bit about the base R plotting and some graphing of qualitative data. Base plotting is just the simplistic plotting that is included with R. It's really used for exploratory analysis. These are for quick and dirty plots that I just want to get a view, a quick snapshot of what my data looks like, and be able to perhaps generate some more questions that I can analyze in the future. We can customize these plots to be a little bit more presentation level, a little bit higher quality, but in general, there are other graphical techniques which we will discuss this week that will make better looking plots. That doesn't mean that these quick plots are not useful, because exploring relationships quickly to get an idea of what's going on in the data is quite useful. This table shows a list of some of the basic plotting options in base R, and if you look for histograms, box plots, scatter plots, pie charts, bar charts, all of these things are pretty self-explanatory. I believe the code is fairly easy to read there. We will talk about each of these, well, most of these, in a little bit more detail in how we do that. But in general, I think most of us have seen these before. Pie charts and bar charts is what we're going to focus on today, or in this video, which deal with qualitative data. The main graph for qualitative data is the bar chart. We also will talk briefly about the pie chart. But in general, remember with qualitative or categorical data, the only things we can really see in this case, the only values that we can measure, are the counts in each group or the relative frequency or percent in each group. Remember, for nominal data, this is about it. This is about the only thing we can graph to visually explore our data. Remember, one note here is that with the bar plot function and the pie function, we must feed those functions frequency tables. Now, in a previous video, we discussed how to make frequency tables using the table command. That's going to be useful if we want to create these plots. We could also create what's known as a Pareto chart, which is simply a bar graph in decreasing order of frequency. In the visualization class, you will likely discuss how ordering the bars in a bar chart, generally in decreasing order, is going to be more visually appealing and allows for better comparisons according to Tufte's rules. For bar charts, again, the command is bar plot with the counts as the argument, and then one of the many different extra options is the horiz argument to ask if you want a horizontal bar plot in which the bars move horizontally, or a vertical bar plot where the bars are vertical. Horizontal equals true will make horizontal, and false makes vertical. The default is false. Remember, the counts argument must be a tabular format. So really, you should do the table command before you introduce it into the bar plot function. There's significantly more intricacy that's available if you'd like, and here's a reference if you'd like to make your plots a little bit more clear from the base R package. Pie charts, we will do it the same way, pie counts, but I do have a little note here that pie charts are more or less falling out of favor with this data analysis community. And the reason is it's very difficult to visually distinguish charts that are similar proportions. You notice here I have a horizontal bar chart and a pie chart on this plot. They both are showing the exact same data. Looking at the pie chart, it's very difficult for me to tell the ordering, the very specific ordering of the sizes of these slices of the pie. You note that with a bar chart, comparison of the data is quite easy. It's very easy for me to tell that they go in decreasing order A, B, C, D, E. Looking at the pie chart, very difficult to distinguish the different sizes. We also need a little extra ink to aid in comparison, because what people will often do is they'll say, well, why can't I just do a pie chart and then put the percents in every single category? So for example, maybe I say A in this picture is 21%, B is 20%, C is 19%, and so forth. Well, if I did that, it would take extra ink to accomplish the same real task that my bar chart accomplishes. It has needless color because do the colors really add anything when it comes to that pie chart? Not really. You notice that the bar chart is also colored. There's no reason that needs to be colored, but it's quite easy to check the comparisons in the bar chart. And also, the labels can get messy. In this graph, it's not too big of a deal, but if I had very small sections of the pie with long titles, it can get very, very dirty very quickly. In general, we won't be using pie charts in this class. I recommend for qualitative or categorical data, we stick with the bar charts.